I killed Sparky too. Hi, hey you guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel, or welcome to Hi, I'm Chelsea, nice to meet you. And if you already know me, hey, how's your day going? Hope you're doing amazing. Today I am wearing green in commemoration for my favorite Marvel character, which is the one and only Loki. Keep my cool. It's hard to keep my cool, but we're gonna keep it. Today we will be ranking all of the Marvel Universe characters. All of the majority. The ones I have something to say about. For a little context, since last Sunday and Saturday, I finished the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe in a week. I watched it in chronological order on Disney Plus. Yeah, I also plan on ranking the movies. I feel like I'm gonna do, don't quote me, but without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so on this rank list, our lowest rank is literally the same person / picture. The people I have in this category, they're not here because of how I feel about them. It's just the person who created this rank list has like 4 Black Widows. Why? Don't know. After that, it's who are you? Characters I don't recall really. I know some faces seem familiar, but then we have don't care enough to talk about, which already in their designated area. You guys can take a little quick gander at that. Some whack villains are here, and just some side characters I just don't really know what to say. After that, we have kind of just there. These are for the characters who are like, they're just there for me. It's like, oh, hey, yeah, you. Okay, you. Looking at the next person vibe for me. Then we have boring but move the story. These are important characters to the story, but were boring to me, but they needed to be there. Next we have character development, chef's kiss. For certain characters, I'm going off of multiple movies I've seen them in, and some characters in the Marvel Universe had some really good character development over the time, and we'll get to that when we get to the characters. Next, we have looking forward to watching. These are characters when I click into the movie, when I click into Avengers, I'm like, where's my babes? Like, I have certain people I look for and love to see. That rank and character development rank are really hard to differentiate. Big words, pat on the back. Next is deserves the world. These are characters that I feel like they were amazing storyline movers, jokes hit. They just deserve the world to me. Like, just superior top tier characters. Nothing to little negativity towards them. Yeah. And then the top rank, Stan Lee. I think Stan Lee deserves his own rank. Yeah, that's the breakdown of the ranks. Anywho, first character on the list. Also, disclaimer, I don't remember a lot of people's names. First person is, I don't know her name. She's from Black Panther. She was T'Challa's love interest. For her, I don't really got much to say. I love her character. I loved the whole Wakanda storyline. I loved it. You know, Black power, Black representation, which hasn't really been in much of the Marvel Universe before that, but I digress. And yeah, I think she was powerful. I think she was very interesting, but I think she was kind of just there for me, respectfully. So she'll be in kind of just there. Next on the list, we have Thor's half-sister from Thor Ragnarok. I think she was a baddie. Did she really add any humor? No. Was she the most complex Marvel villain? No. But I loved her because there was not that many women villains in the universe. So I think she set the bar pretty high. But I found her kind of a drag. Kind of boring. So I think I'm going to put her in boring but move the story along, because she still was very important to Thor's story and his character development and all that. So yeah, that's all. She's a baddie though. Love you, girl. Mwah. Next, we have Quicksilver. Okay, the whole Quicksilver thing confused me for so long because I was like, hold up, Quicksilver's an X-Men and also in the Marvel Universe, and I thought that wasn't the same universe. So I was confused how they had him in two places. I read about it. It's just like legal action stuff, and it's not really anything to do with the story, so I dropped that. I think this Quicksilver who was in Age of Ultron, he was okay. I mean, he had some one-liners. He didn't really have nothing too much happening for me, but in WandaVision. So I think the actor from the X-Men universe, he plays Quicksilver, I think he's more entertaining to watch. More entertaining than the Age of Ultron Quicksilver. Based on this Quicksilver, boring, kind of just there, but he moved the story along because caused character development for Wanda. So he will be boring but move the story along. Next, we have Peter's aunt. Forgot Miss Mama's name. Aunt Jenny, no. Aunt Jane. No, it's not Jane. It's not Jane. Aunt May. It is Aunt May. Anywho, Aunt May, I mean, her character kind of just there. She was very pretty. I will say that. I liked the little jokes Tony did when he first met her. Yeah, I don't even think she really moved the story either. She was kind of just there. So, next, I have two Hulks on here. Three Hulks, actually. I have Banner, really angry Hulk, and then I have the Endgame Hulk Banner mixed thing, whatever. Anyways, this is the original Hulk, the mad at everything. He was convenient at some point, and at other points wasn't. But I think that Thor, you see who's on my mind. Yeah, he became really comedic towards the end of like the movies, so like around like Infinity War. So in that case, he's gonna have to be looking forward to watching. Next up, we have T'Challa's sister. Can't remember her name either. I know there's still supposed to be a Black Panther 2, and I'm hoping it centers around her. But like, I feel like her like knowledge on technology and stuff mixed with like Tony's intelligence on engineering and stuff. Amazing duo. Like the whole team, suits on suits on suits, whole team would have looked fire. However, I do. So I'm gonna put her in, look forward to watching. I am. Okay, next we have, this is the girl who's in Thor Ragnarok. I kind of don't have much to say about her. I feel like she would have been an interesting love interest for Thor, but it seemed like they never really touched like that territory. She does help with the character development of Thor, so she will be put in boring but moves the story along. Next we have the Rock dude from Thor Ragnarok. This dude, funny, loved him, look forward to seeing him every time. Hi Thor. His like accent, and he's really big, but like he has like this like cute little voice. I love seeing him. I loved him. Look forward to seeing Rockman. You rock. Next, another girl, I don't know her name, but she's from Black Panther. Baddie, powerful. She said hair, don't need it. And still look good. And still look good. But at the same time, story-wise, I feel like I respected her more than I looked forward to seeing her. But it's more so if I saw her, I sat up a little straighter. You know, I looked a little more attentive. Respectfully. Should be putting kind of just there. Respectfully. Next, y'all gonna hate to hear this. Next is Jarvis. That was the little voice that's like the Alexa for Tony. I loved Jarvis. He was like witty. He had humor. It was there for me. I don't have much to say about him because he ain't really have a face. And the fact that they used Jarvis's voice for Vision, we'll get to when I get to Vision. But anyways, Jarvis will be put in looking forward to watching. Next, we're gonna talk about Friday. Friday was the next Jarvis. I get the purpose of Friday, but she just didn't slap like Jarvis did. So she'll be put in kind of just there. Next we have Happy. I liked Happy in the Iron Man movies, but I liked him more in the Spider-Man movies because him and Tony gave really, you know, father figure vibes. He also gave that vibe in Endgame with Stark's daughter. He was really hitting the jokes though in the Iron Man movies for me. So I did look forward to seeing Happy. I have nothing else to say, but I mean, look at the material. Look at the material. Next, we have Miss Pepper Potts herself. Where are her movies? Where is Miss Pepper Potts movies at? Because they're missing I knew something was up when I saw her in Iron Man 3 and rock hard abs. I'm like, Miss Mamas, you work a 9 to 5. Where are we going with the full blown? I mean, I wasn't complaining. I was like, okay, girl, get your work in, you know? But I saw her in Endgame with that suit. They had to do this. She has to get a movie. She has to. There's no way they would have given us that suit, that little peek of the suit. No way. So I would be expecting Pepper Potts to have a movie come 2023. And if she doesn't, I'm gonna start a riot. Pepper, I loved her. I did. She grounded Iron Man, you know, because the saying goes, behind every strong man is a strong woman. Pepper put Tony in his place when nobody else would. Pepper, I loved it. And I loved the development of Pepper and Tony's relationship throughout the whole world, really, the whole Marvel universe. Question is though, did I look forward to seeing her or do I just respect her? I feel like I need a tier for respect. I'm gonna make a respect you tier. I respect. It'll be right under character development. Okay, we have a respect tier now. I'm gonna put literally almost all the women from Wakanda in here because I respect literally almost all of them. I'm gonna keep her though in boring, respectfully. Anywho, Miss Pepper Potts will be put in I respect. Next we have Groot. This is the full-grown Groot. This one I like, but compared to like baby Groot and like toddler Groot and teenager Groot, they outshined him in the personality, in the comedy wise area. So I think I'm gonna put adult Groot in boring but move the story. Next we have Falcon. I don't really have much to say about him. It's just, I feel like it was interesting how he like low-key blindlessly was a ride or die for Captain America. Not that it's a problem, but I feel like kind of came out of nowhere. He's okay. I mean, I don't hate him, but I don't love him either. And I don't think I necessarily respect him. So I think he'll be in kind of just there. And he didn't really move the story along either. Yeah, kind of just there. We have Luis from the Ant-Man movies. So if you haven't watched them, watch them and get to know my man Luis. Put some respect on Luis's name. Now, I love Luis. I'm not even gonna put him in respect. I'm gonna put him in, Luis, you deserve the world. You do. I love him. I mean, he don't got no powers, but yet he fills the room. Every time I see him, I know I'm gonna get in line. And he's just trying to, I mean, he was just trying to, you know, come up on the come up after getting out of jail, even though he was doing more illegal stuff. But whatever, it's the spirit. It's the spirit that matters, okay? Next we have Thor's dad. I feel like Thor's dad should have got more crap than what he got, because in the third Thor movie, it seemed like he lied about more stuff than he was held accountable for. So it was a little weird because I just felt like y'all should have checked him for lying about, I don't know, Thor learned he had a sister in that whole movie and like didn't bat an eye. He's like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know, I feel like there should have been a little more turmoil there and it wasn't. He should have got checked for lying about the origins of Asgard. Didn't really get checked. Very boring character. I mean, I didn't really care if I saw him or not. Didn't care about him. He was kind of there for me. But he moved the story along, so he put in boring, but moved the story. Anywho, next on the list we have Ned from Spider-Man. I love Ned in Peter's relationship. Ned was supportive. Ned was always there for Peter. Even before he knew he was Spider-Man, he was there. And that's what real friends are for. And I loved him for that. I did. I don't have much to say about him though, but I definitely look forward to seeing him because the jokes slapped. I think across from both Spider-Man movies. And I saw his weight, like the actor, I saw his like weight loss journey. So proud of him. He lost a lot of weight, and it's not even just about losing weight. Like, he just seems more happy and more content with who he is, but he just looks overall more confident in himself, and I love that for him. Congratulations. I think Ned deserves the world. Ned deserves the world. You do, babe. I love how I'm putting all the non-superheroes in deserves the world, because that's, I mean, I feel like I'm putting them there because it's like they weren't friends with these people because they were superheroes. They liked them before that, and they stuck it out with them once they figured it out. And I feel that's respect. Next, we have, this is the Age of Ultron robot thing.
How could you be worthy? I'm sorry, I was asleep. Or I was a dream.
Most uncomfortable I have been the whole time of me watching all the movies. Now, his whole like ideology of like humans messing up the world, correct, but like his solution being robots, that was weird. Him as a villain, I feel like I respect him because like he was very unsettling for me. And he introduced Quicksilver and Wanda. I think I'm gonna put him in I respect. I think I'd definitely be terrified. If I seen that thing walking to me, dead. I'd die just right. I would die right there. The next villain is the dude from Iron Man 3. Is he the best villain? No. Is his reasons good? No. Is he really that intimidating? Not real. Well, I don't know. Him having nothing to lose is what makes him intimidating. I have him on here. I'm just putting him because I feel like that whole Iron Man 3 storyline was not explained. Like, these people can just turn into lava and burn stuff up and no one's asking how they got like that. Because this man wasn't like this when they were like, they did the jump back to like 1995, I think. But because I said that, okay, I feel like I was gonna put him in moved the story, but I feel like he didn't. I feel like Iron Man 3, yes, it had a villain to keep, you know, the superhero-esque vibe to the movie, but I felt like the real villain in the movie was Tony's like inner demons was the real, oh that was so deep, was the real villains of it all. This guy was kind of like mediocre, like his ideologies was very standard, like ain't nothing really thought-provoking, something really deep you want to think about. No, not really any of that. I just had to bring that up to explain him, so we're gonna put him in kind of just there. Next we have Nick Fury. I love him. I love Samuel Jackson. I love his one-liners. He's always funny in everything I watch. That's all I have to say about him. Because of that, I'm gonna put Nick Fury in I respect. Okay, next we have the Banner and Hulk infused Hulk. I feel like this Banner, this Hulk was boring. I guess I was happy for Banner to finally be at peace with who he is. But I'm gonna say boring and move the story along because he was only like this in Endgame. Next we have Beer Belly Thor. Him and Ant-Man were carrying Endgame on their backs with like humor and stuff. I loved diving into his like trauma and stuff because like man has had a messed up life. Jane left him. Loki died, which I still don't buy, but mom dead. Dad died. His throne, his home blown to smithereens. Like Thor has been going through. I'm surprised he didn't break down earlier. But I think this Thor was very interesting to see in Endgame. I did look for him. I was looking at his story. I was like, forget everyone else trying to get these stones. Let's get back to Thor talking to his mother, getting closure he deserves. Yeah, Beer Belly Thor. I looked forward to seeing you, babe. I did. No, I'm not gonna put him in character development because this is not the best Thor has been mentally. Next we have Toddler Groot. I loved him. The sass. I loved him. Funny. Like I don't get how you can be so funny when you just say I'm Groot. I loved him. Nothing more to say. We're gonna put Bad Boy and look forward to watching. Next we have T'Challa himself. Okay, don't get me wrong. Cultural reset. Loved the movie, but him as a character. He wasn't bad by any means. I feel like I found other superheroes a little more interesting than him. Like, he didn't really have as much personality as some of the other characters did. Respectfully, like, no tea, no shade. Don't come for me. But I definitely respect him. So he'll be put in I respect. Next, we're on Captain Marvel herself. Boring. Move the story along and nothing else to say about her. My dilemma is that I get Captain America and Chris Jamal Evans mixed up, and I think they're the same person. So I came into the Captain America movies excited, like, oh, I'm about to see Chris Evans. I'm about to love it. And I got there and Captain America was too clean cut for me. Like, I don't know. I get, like, he's old fashioned. He's literally from the 40s. I get that. I do. In the Avengers movies, I was never looking forward to seeing Cap. Never looking forward to seeing him. That doesn't mean I necessarily hated seeing him. It was just like I was more so interested in seeing, oh, what's Tony doing, or like, oh, what's Thor doing, but never, oh, what's Cap doing? Like, no, it was never like that the whole time I watched the movies. But when I saw Captain America, when I saw him in Infinity War with the beard and the long hair, that's Chris. It was Steve Rogers, all the other movies. Right now in this moment, it's Chris. And I loved him the most in Infinity War. And then they made him clean cut again in Endgame. Why? Don't know. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I did not care about him and Oh Girl's relationship since his first movie. Did not care. Like, did y'all really love each other? His ending though in the Endgame was cute. I loved it. They dragged out his I just want to go dancing with her the whole every movie he was in. I gotta go see her, man. I love her. Captain did have character development though, and he'll be put in that tier. Okay, we're gonna do a speed round real fast. Are you ready? Whew. Remarks, get set, go. Okay, Jane, boring, move the story along. War Machine, kind of just there. Old girl from Guardians of the Galaxy is the blue girl. Boring, move the story along. Thanos, respected him. Still kind of boring, but whatever. Old dude who was in Captain America, his first movie. Boring, but move the story along. Next, we have Clint, Hawkeye. I'm gonna put him in character development because he got really dark in Endgame, but can you blame him? He lost his whole family. Next, we have Darcy. She was in WandaVision and she was in all the Thor movies. Her character kind of got like annoying. So boring, but she definitely moved the story along. Okay, then we have, I can't remember his name, the blue guy from Guardians of the Galaxy. I liked him. I think he was funny. I respected him, so that's what he would be put at. Next, we have Rambo. She was in Captain Marvel, Captain Marvel's best friend. But I low-key, okay, we're gonna slow down for a second. I feel like Rambo and Captain Marvel, I thought they were gonna be a couple, and I was here for it. I don't know why they didn't just do that. But yeah, I digress. Anywho, boring, but move the story along heavily because now her daughter's in WandaVision. Next, we have Tony Stark's dad. I have nothing to say about him. Move the story along, I guess. Speed round has slowed down, guys. We're vibing back again. Okay, next we will be talking about. Let's talk about Rocket. I love Rocket. I feel like everyone loves Rocket. I loved Rocket. I thought he was very funny. I loved him in Thor's friendship that they got in Infinity War and Endgame. I loved it. Like, Rocket was there for him when he was going through his times and beer belly phase. And I don't only think Rocket was I look forward to looking to. I think Rocket deserves the world. So, okay, next we're talking about Thor's mother. I loved her. She was a baddie though. She had that dress on with the armor. Just a baddie. She could fight too. She was good. Thor, you got a good mama. I loved her. I didn't necessarily look forward to looking for her, like watching her, but I definitely respected her. Next on the list, Stanley. I don't know why I kept him here for this long. Stan, baby, you know why. You know why you get your own rank. You know why. We know why. Stanley, rest easy, man. Next, we have... Let's just go and talk about Tony. He's the epitome of character development, okay? And for the longest time, before I watched Marvel, my conception of him was that, like, he was just smart. Like, he was a Batman, you know? He ain't really have no powers. He ain't really have nothing. He just had money and drive. But he had money, drive, and he was really smart. I was not expecting that. I didn't know Tony made up the suits and stuff before I watched the movies. I didn't know that. Tony's the epitome of character development. So, okay, I think Tony deserves the world. I do. But I made character development tier specifically for him, so that's where he will go. Next, we're gonna talk about Peter Parker. I love the way Tom Holland plays Peter from what I've seen. I mean, I've seen like clips of the other Peters, but I think Tom is the most child-esque of the three of them. I don't know if that's a positive or a negative. Do what you want with that. I love that he played him though. The one thing I do wish that Tom Holland's Peter did was have more clever banter instead of like frantic babbling, which he did a lot of in Civil War. A lot. I feel like Spider-Man's before him, like all the Spider-Mans I can remember, they all had like really clever wordplay when they're fighting. And it's really interesting to hear when they're fighting because the fight scenes low-key started to blend for me after a while. And Peter in general, I loved Peter and Tony's father-son relationship. So Spider-Man does deserve the world, period. This is the villain from Civil War. Like, I feel like his strategy, him besides Thanos, I think he was one of the most strongest villains besides Thanos and Ultron. That sounds crazy, but I feel like psychological warfare does way more damage in the long run than physical stuff, which is what Thanos and Ultron and basically everyone else really banked on. His intentions weren't necessarily to kill the Avengers or to kill anyone else. His strategy was to break them up, and he did that after Civil War. And I think that was genius. I respect him. I do. And I feel like he's an overlooked villain. I never hear anyone talk about him. And I feel like his motives for being a villain were valid. Every time I was watching the Avengers movies, every time I was watching, I was like, bro, y'all are going through these towns killing people. I get you're trying to save them, but like, y'all have casualties left and right. If I was a senator, I'd be pressed because I gotta pay for all this stuff y'all broke, especially in New York. And I kept paying attention to that every time I watched the fight scenes. That's why I liked Endgame, and it happened in their own little secluded area, and like there was no people around for no casualties. I liked that. But I feel like his reason for being a villain was really logical in a way. So he put in an eye of respect. Next we have, well, let's talk about that Thor. We're gonna talk about the short hair Thor. I feel like he had the best character development. I know I ranked 3 Thors through 3 different stages in his life, but I felt like this Thor was the best because I felt like they fleshed out Beer Belly Thor all throughout Endgame, but like there was never like a conclusion to like a contentness of him. It was he fought the battle, and I think about it, I don't remember what happened with him after the end. Like I don't remember seeing him anymore. But I think that Thor was definitely the most mentally developed Thor, and I think it was very interesting to see like the stages of, I think Thor has had the most character development. And I think, you know what, on top of how I'm gonna like transition into Natalie also. I don't know why they enhanced a relationship with those two and then just dropped it. I get Banner went off the grid, I get all of that, but even when he came back, it's like, oh hey Natalie, hi. Like, y'all ain't gonna talk about how Natalie was ready to throw herself at you, man, and you were too insecure to take her, and she was content with not having closure from that. But yeah, their relationship, I'm like, if y'all were gonna go all the way or at least give us closure, then why'd y'all even introduce them to possibly be together? So that was annoying. But Banner, you're gonna be boring, but move the story along, because I think him and Tony worked well together. Okay, next we are going to talk about Ant-Man. I loved him. Was he the strongest Avenger? No. Was his story the most like dramatic and heart-wrenching? Not really. But that's why I liked him. It was kind of like a breath of fresh air from the other movies. Like, it just didn't really focus on the huge fight scenes. It didn't really focus on, except for the second one, kind of. It wasn't generic. It was something different from Marvel. More, I think, digestible for me to watch. I liked Ant-Man. I liked him in Civil War. I liked him in Infinity War. I liked him in Endgame. I liked him in all. I liked him. I just liked him. I did. I looked forward to seeing him. No, you know what? Fuck. I think he deserves the world. I think he deserves the world. We're gonna talk about Loki. We're gonna talk about Loki. I loved Loki. I loved Loki since the beginning, since the first Thor. I mean, I get he was supposed to be the villain. I get that, I do, but he was funny. I loved watching him. And don't even get me started on the character development. Like, words cannot express how much I love Loki. Also, the black suit he wore, Loki will forever deserve the world to me. But I think it would make the most sense to put him in character development chef's kiss, because from what he like, and I feel like in the first movie him being bad made sense because I mean his dad kept from him that he was adopted the whole time, and like, yeah, I kind of see the logic. Now we left these last two because I'm gonna touch on WandaVision a little bit. If you go based off of like Age of Ultron, they did not give him enough screen time at all, so I'm glad they came up with WandaVision to flesh out their relationship more. Because I feel like we all felt hints of it. But anyways, I love Wanda. I think Wanda's way stronger than what she knows, and I think WandaVision's definitely shown me and her that. I think my girl Wanda, she just needs one win. She needs one win. And I'm hoping that the albino Vision is what I call him. I hope he comes back, but I don't think it'd be the same. I don't know. But on that note, Wanda definitely gonna be put in Deserves the World. We have Vision. I never knew that I could love a robot. And like, no tea, no shade, let's not make this weird. I see what Wanda was attracted to. Wanda might not have been attracted to looks. Wanda was attracted to his personality. The actor who plays Vision, his voice is so soothing. Like, what? And the way Vision talks and the way with words, I just loved hearing him. I loved seeing him. Vision, babe, I will put you in. You deserve the world, but I think I'd put him more so in enjoy watching, because I feel like Wanda's trauma, Vision's nowhere near it, you know. Whew, okay, you guys, this is the wrap up. Here's the screenshot. That's the list. Okay, you guys, that wraps it up for today. That was a long list, honey, and a lot to break down, but I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did watching these movies. I will very much so be making a ranking video of like the best movies from the Marvel universe, which I feel like that video will be coming out, if not after this one, very soon, okay? I mean, and let's just be honest, my ranks high-key make no sense on like where I like, depending on what's better than the rest. I don't really know like best to worst. It's just more so they fit this category in my eyes, or they fit this category. We know I make no sense by now, right? But anyways, that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this, or if you don't like videos like this, say that in the comment section down below and we'll figure something else out. Make sure to go watch last week's video, only if you're interested. No peer pressuring over here. And remember that you are loved, you are appreciated, you matter. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Goodbye. Love you guys.